What's up, sir?
What's up? What's up, fellas?
Hey, with you guys tonight, did it just kind of feel like you guys just didn't come out the right way to start this game and just kind of didn't have it overall?
Yeah, uh, we didn't play with enough effort tonight to win the game. They came out, they were the aggressors. We didn't play aggressive enough to win this basketball game.
JP?
Hey, Cory, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. The play with Metu late in the game, what did you see from that? And I know you know Valanciunas a little bit, and it looked like he had said something to you afterwards after he had his dunk on the other side. But did that look unsafe to you? Because the replay looks like it was pretty unsafe.
Which play is that? When Metu dunked it or when
Yeah,
Valanciunas dunked
yeah.
it? When Metu dunked it, I think it was a good. I mean, it wasn't. He didn't mean no bad by it. He dunked it. Jonas was kind of underneath him. He didn't want to, go down and create an injury. So they were both competing, playing hard. Uh, and then yeah, it was what it was what it was.
Hey, Cory, Luke was just talking about just kind of learning to win. These are the kind of hard lessons in terms of the effort that it takes on a night in, night out basis. He also talked about the fact that you guys, since that 4-day stretch, haven't really had practice time. Given the games coming one after another, you got another one against Brooklyn tomorrow. How do you right the ship without the benefit of the practice time? And what is it going to take? And how patient can you be with the way the season is compacted?
I mean, it doesn't matter how much you practice. Effort is effort. You know what I mean? You could practice a lot of practice, not enough, quote unquote. But you got to come out every game. While in the NBA, you got to play with a lot of effort, regardless of the situation. Every team is facing the same thing. It's a weird season in that regard. So you just got to come out and play hard. Really, we didn't do that enough possessions today. At the end, maybe a little bit. We started to try to get it going, but at that point, it was too late.
Yeah, Cory, you kind of mentioned it already about effort in the practice situation, but how do you guys find your rhythm again without the practice time? Just because you said everyone's going through it and you can't rely on getting 3 or 4 days of practice again soon to get things back on track.
I think you just focus on it sounds cliche, but you focus on the little things. You know what I mean? You focus on the game plan that the coaches put out. You focus on not necessarily just you focus on things on going on, like making an effort, making sure that you're in the right position. You focus on each possession, play after play after play. That's what separates, the great teams between the good teams and between the bad teams in this league. It's not a huge difference, especially for us. We have a lot of talented players, and you could see the difference when we play together. We play hard. We have great games. And then when one of those are off, we have games like today, and we get, and we suffer the consequences.
Hello, Cory. I would like to ask you what changed in the second half, and you have that great approach and the great effort, especially on defensive end, and how important is to carry on that effort of the second half against the Brooklyn Nets?
I think it's very important, to come out and play with a lot of effort, and that's what changed in the second half. As an older guy on this team, not old, but an older guy on this team, it's my job to lead by example with the experience. And I just try to come out there and try to get things going in terms of, picking up full and doing what I can in order to win the game. But we all got to do that, from way earlier. And we all got to, be on the same page in that regard to win games.
Yeah, Cory, you playing in San Antonio. I just want to get your thoughts on about protecting home court. I think the Kings are like 200 under 2 games under 500 at home and right at 500 on the road. But what is your thought about helping this team right here that has a lot of potential to protect home court?
Yeah, I think that just goes with the mindset. I think it's a mindset where we gotta, from before a team even comes and before the game, we gotta understand, and they even have to understand that it's going to be a dogfight when you come into Sacramento. And I think if everybody has that dogfight, it allows us to go out there and play a certain way.
Right, Jason Anderson.
Hey, Cory. You went to the playoffs every year before you came to Sacramento. It hasn't happened here yet. When you look at this team compared to other stops you've made, what does this group need? What does this team need to take that step?
Thanks for reminding me, brother. That's a hell of a way to start off a question. But I think we just got to be more consistent. Really, consistency is key. We have great flashes, and also we have some bad ones. And I think the teams that overcome and make it to that playoffs, focus in and on every game. Because that's what leads up to the end. And overall, if you're focusing in on every game and you have a certain way you're going to play every time you step on the court, I think that leads to wins and that leads to getting there. So we just got to be more consistent.
Okay. If I can ask one more, your own game, how are you feeling about it? You've had a couple of really nice games the last 2 times out, but I'm guessing you probably weren't satisfied with a number of games before that. Give us your assessment of how you're feeling and where you're at.
Before I was in a little bit of a shooting rhythm that wasn't as good. I got more of a rhythm now, but how I judge my game is wins and losses. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I've always been a winner. That's what I can contribute, whatever the team needs me to do, whether it shows up on the stat sheet or not. I just want to win games. So that's when I'm most happy. So the last 2 games I was able to individually get a little rhythm, but we didn't win the game. So I'd rather win the game than and have a bad stat line than than not. So that's how I judge my game. I'm just trying to win, brother.